Hello, welcome back. I've been thinking here lately about boldness. A lot of people think boldness is to be harsh or cruel, uh, but it's not. Hebrews 16, God tells us to come boldly before the throne of grace. That does not mean to be ugly or arrogant. To be ugly or arrogant is to be lifted in pride, and that is one of the things that the Lord does not like. He don't want us lifted in pride. To be bold is to have confidence in who you are. And to have confidence in who you are is to have confidence in knowing that God is with you. And that any and everything we do because He's in us, leading us and guiding us. But if we get lifted up in pride, that's not bold. That's just being arrogant. And arrogant is saying, I'm doing it myself. I'm all good. I'm all wonderful. I'm this, I'm that. But it's not. To be bold is to be confident in yourself, knowing that it's God that is using you, and that it is you, without Him leading and guiding you, it's nothing. You can't do it. You'll become harsh. You'll become lifted up in pride. And therefore, you won't have anyone or anything to lead you. And we must be rooted and grounded in something. Either rooted and grounded in the Word, rooted and grounded in the Lord, rooted and grounded in your own abilities. And that's not even possible, to be rooted and grounded in your own abilities, because your abilities are nothing. You can't do anything in this earth or on this earth, in this world. You can't do anything of yourself. You can be used to do, but you cannot manifest or do anything by yourself. You must be led. You must have patience. You must be humble. You must be caring. You must always want to love and to lead and guide a person, or to do things in the best of your ability, which also comes from the Lord. God is patient and He's kind. He's not rough. He's not brutal. He's not mean. He's humble. And when you humbly do anything, I don't care what someone has done to you. I don't care how they have hurt you. I don't care how you may or may not feel about yourself. But when you humbly do and speak, then you're being of service to someone. Because if you're harsh and you're all lifted up in pride, who wants to listen to you? Nobody. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. But if you're humble and you're confident in yourself, knowing that it's the confidence of God that's in you, that you're able to do the things that you do here in this world. Otherwise, you're going to make a flop of everything you do. And when you're doing wonderful things and you're achieving wonderful things, it's not because of you. It's because of the grace of God that is in you and on you. To be lifted up in pride is to think, well, I did it all by myself. Well, no, you didn't. Because you don't breathe all by yourself. You only breathe because God sees fit to leave you, to have you here, to allow you to be here, to continue to breathe. And once His breath is taken from you, then you're not. So, we can't do anything of ourselves. There always must be a foundation for whatever we do. But the foundation must also come from humility. And as long as you're humble, you're okay. Humble and confident, knowing that it is God in you that is doing what He's doing, what is being done, and not yourselves. We try, we strive, and that's all we can do. But we also must strive and try, knowing we are doing what glorifies God and not ourselves. Because when you become lifted up, you're no more use. The salt is gone. When you're lifted up, you're no longer good for anything. When you're lifted up in pride, when your flavor has gone, your seasoning has left. Well, if you're a cook or if you love highly seasoned food, then you understand what I'm saying. That everything must be at a balance. If you get too high and lifted up in pride, you can't be used by the Lord. If you get too low, then your self-esteem is too low, you still can't be you can't be used. Because now you don't have the confidence in knowing that it is God that is in you. No one has the right to make you feel less than who you are, because Jesus didn't. When he went to that cross, he didn't go big-headed. He didn't go thinking that, oh, I'm great, I'm going to save the world. No, he went humbly. And through all that he went through, he humbled himself and stayed humble, confident, knowing that his Father was in him and that he was doing the bidding, he was doing the will of the Father and not himself. Because he always said, not my will, but thy will be done. No matter what he was feeling. He said, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. And when you find yourself struggling and you find yourself in a state where you don't know where to go, where to turn, all you have to do is say, Lord, I don't know, but you know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it, but you know. And then all you have to do is just listen. Sometimes people think that aha moment that they talk about, it's not an aha moment. It's a moment where the Lord has revealed unto you what his will is. He's shown you that and gave you just a glimpse into his mysteries. And his mysteries are so great. You know, and when he shares a mystery with you, it's like, wow, that's what he was talking about. Oh, wow, I didn't understand that then. Oh, this is how he means. Those are humbling times, not to be lifted up in pride. Not that I know more than you know more than me, or God uses you more than he used me, or it's not about that. It's about being available to be used in whatever area that the Lord deems fit to use you. We can't all sing. We can't all build houses. We can't all be cooks. We can't all build furniture. We can't all do anything. We are here on this earth to serve and to be served. Our talents are so different. What we are all able to do, just because you can't speak like me or talk like me or you don't comprehend like me, that's fine. That's fine. That's not to say I'm better than you or you're less than me. That's just in the area where the Lord has blessed me. But you probably can sing. Well, I can do okay, but I'm not a singer. I can make things, but I'm not a seamstress. I can look at something. I love beauty, but I can't draw. I can't make the things I think are beautiful. But there is someone out there that can. But that does not mean that they're better than me or better than you. We have to understand that God sees us as individuals, and he sees us as one in him. He has no respect to persons. He doesn't. He sees us all. He uses us all if we allow him to. Now, we can get all lit up in pride, and he can't use us. Then you'd be wondering, well, now why I can't do, I know I used to do real good at this. I used to do so. That means you have gotten off the straight path. You need to come back. Because he says, wide is the way, but narrow is the path unto righteousness, unto him. So if you want to be on that narrow path, you got to always seek the Lord. You got to always want him. You got to always need him. And he'll lead you. And he'll guide you. And then when you get lifted up in pride, he'll stay right where you left him. But you got to go back and get him. Because if you don't go back and get him, you'll never know where you were. And you won't be able to go any farther than where you are. And where you are right now, if you've been lifted up in pride, you're not in a good state. And if you got the big head, you're not in a good place. But once you humble yourself and say, Lord, use me however you see fit. He may want you to just, I don't know, he just may want you to just be a cook. Do you know how many people that you could serve and he can use you in just by being a cook? A lot. A lot of time people, they be sitting down eating, they laughing and drinking and this and that and the other. But you don't know what's going on in the inside. We can all have that false face on. But when that cook humbles, she say, what did you enjoy? You say, oh, I enjoyed it so much. And you know, now the door is open. God can use you to cook. He can use you to janitor. He can use you to plumber. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Those are not beneath jobs. Those are jobs that are needed. Because this world would not be able to function without them. And smell good nor be good. So it's not what you do or who you are. It's your state of mind. It's how you feel about yourself being used by the Lord in confidence, knowing whatever you're doing and whatever you have, it didn't just because you did it. No, God blessed you to be able to use your abilities to do it. The confidence in yourself, knowing that it's him that's leading, guiding you, and that has blessed you to do the things that you are doing. Then you will know God is with you always, here and forevermore. He won't leave you, but you will leave him if you get lifted up in pride. And if you become so arrogant that no one can tell you anything, nobody can show you something, because we can all learn every day. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your position is. I don't care what your status in life is. We all can learn from each other. And the thing we must learn from each other, above all, is to love each other. Love each other with the love of the Lord. Some people say, what is that? I think the love of the Lord is simple. It's just love a person where they are. Accept them where they are. If they're to be anything else, God will lead and guide them. God will make them, because you can't make them. You can't do anything but allow God to use you. If he wants to use you, he will. But for whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is. Just do it all to the glory of God. And you will find your life will be so much better. You'll be so much at peace. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what it is. If you don't have the Lord in your life, that's that void you're missing. Because money can't buy everything. COVID taught us that. I don't care how much money you have. You couldn't buy your life. You couldn't buy the medicine. You couldn't buy anything. You couldn't even buy a roll of tissue, because it wasn't any. That COVID taught us, it's not what you have, it's whose you are and what you're using. You be humble. COVID just humbled a lot of people. That's what it did. Yeah, it killed a lot of people. A lot of people went away, including my son. You know, I don't think COVID didn't touch. There was not a life or a family that COVID didn't touch. But I hope you chose to be humble and to seek God when it happened. And if you haven't already, if you're still angry, don't be. Don't be angry. Just know that God is in control. And when he's in control, everything will work out. It'll work out for our good. I don't care what it is. All you got to do is just be humble and wait. Not wait just sitting around doing nothing. Humble yourself and wait. Serving others. Talking to others. Being an ear. Sometimes people just want you to listen. And the Lord is still working on me with that. Because, sometimes people just need you to listen. And I'd just be going 90 to nothing. And I'd be like, okay, Joann, they came to talk, not to hear you. So sometimes we just got to listen. And he's still working with me on that one. Because people come to talk. And before I know it, I'm offering my opinion. And they didn't ask my opinion. They just said, I need to talk. And he's working with me with that. Because so you see, there are no perfect people. I don't care who you are. There are no perfect people in this world. And he loves us all. Was the only one perfect one. And his name was Jesus. And he went so we all could be saved if we choose to be. Now, it's a choice in this matter. But I just want you to be at peace and just know all is well. All is well here, today, and forever. As long as we stay humble. Be bold. Step out in boldness. But let that boldness be confidence, not arrogant. Confidence knowing that the Lord is with you, he's helping you, and he's guiding you, and everything's going to work out all right. As long as you stay humble. Well, until next time, we'll talk about something else. But I want you to be at peace and know that the Lord loves you, and he cares about you, and he wants the best for you in each and everything you do. But just stay humble, bold, confident, and humble, and trusting in God for everything that you need and do. And we'll keep on trusting and believing in the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And he will keep us. And will keep us safe at all times because we will be trusting in him. Well, I don't say we don't make mistakes, because I make them. We all make mistakes. But when we realize when things are just, okay, Lord, when things just start going awry, you be like, okay, now what's wrong? I know this is what you told me to do, but did he? Did he tell you that was what he wanted you to do? Or was that what you thought you wanted to do? You'll soon find out. And if you find out, well, you stepped out there and it's a mess now, don't worry. He's right there. Just like that. I need your help. And he will. And he'll bring you back and put you in the right path and put you back on the narrow path unto him. Until next time, stay blessed and at peace.